Yo, 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 what's up? This your boy Marlon. Welcome to the Blowdown episode 3. Right here, we're going to switch it up. We're going to do a little change of pace. I have my first guest here, the lovely Miss D. How you doing, baby?
Hey, how you doing?
All right. And we're going to switch it up. Instead of coming with some hardcore gangster drill music rap, we're going to switch it up and we're going to expound on the R&B that we grew up with. R&B is like a lost art,
Sure.
and R&B that we grew up with, the music has changed. Everything is so gangster and profanity laden and X-rated. So now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna talk about the R&B. But first, Miss D, welcome to the show. Have a little cheers. Shout out Casamigos for the people.
All right.
This ain't Casamigos, but it'll do.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
Okay.
All right, first, let's get into it. I want to ask you a couple of questions, our thoughts about R&B, the current state of affairs, and the music landscape of R&B.
Okay.
And my first question is, what is R&B to you?
Oh God.
You have to think about it too hard.
Oh, I'm not. R&B to me is what music is made of. That's music to me. That was proposal music. That was making love music. That was making baby music. It was romantic. That's when men were gentlemen. I love it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, that's what R&B was good?
Mm-hmm.
Was it better than this current crop of R&B artists that we got now? I'm quite sure there's a few that stand out to you that you enjoy their music and can relate to.
Well, yeah, but I'm still a big R&B fan. That's my main go-to music when I decide I want to listen to something.
For sure.
And I love jazz too. So that's just my go-to. In comparison to what we have now and what we had then, I guess you could say the language. The language is a little bit more aggressive.
Definitely.
And it's a little bit more
straightforward.
intense. Yeah, it's no foreplay. It's just like, bend it over. It's
Pop
a
it,
lot.
drive it.
Yeah, drop it like it's hot. It's just it's kind of rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of the time, women, they want to be romanced. They want the foreplay. The R&B now, it drops the foreplay. It just get down and dirty right
straight
into
it.
Yeah.
He got songs like Throat Baby. Throat Baby.
But that's not R&B. That's
right.
rap.
Right.
That's rap.
But it does. All these songs, which is so funny, they each incorporate R&B. Like we have artists like Drake.
Yeah.
He incorporates his hit
but
songs.
he's not as he's not vulgar. He's not vulgar. Maybe.
Well, I get a little vulgar on this latest album.
Okay,
Her
what
Loss.
did he say? What did he say?
They got a song called "Spin About You." It's not that. It's not that dirty.
Okay. But Throat Baby. Okay.
WAP. What about WAP?
Well.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Well.
Cardi B. WAP.
Yeah, but those.
FN.
Those.
Fuck nigga free.
I know, but those are more rap to me.
Yeah.
That's not really R&B.
I'm just throwing
rap.
them out there to show you the
R&B to me is Leela James. What is her name? God.
Well, hold that thought, because that'll get me to the next question.
Okay.
I want to ask you, what are some of your favorite R&B artists that might be considered underrated, that didn't probably achieve the acclaim, the accolades, the success, the notoriety? Somebody that you could be, consider underrated,
you know, back in the day, I think this is going way back.
Okay, we go back. We go back.
Back in the day, Stacey Lattisaw, she had a beautiful voice.
Johnny Gill was her partner on several duets.
Yes. Brandy, she was good, but
Brandy wasn't underrated.
I think so. In comparison to some of the other artists that were out, you know, she
maybe.
Yeah, in comparison to the other artists, you know.
Brandy was big.
You think she was a big time?
She had her own TV shows.
Oh,
she was Moesha.
She wasn't singing on the TV show.
She was multi-platinum. I just saw. Well,
like,
go ahead. This your list. This your list.
She wasn't no.
You can put whoever you want on there.
I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know. You name an artist that you feel is underrated.
Well, on the female side.
On the female side.
It was a female group. I think they came out maybe 88, 89. They was on Uptown Records called The Girls. Remember them?
No, I was too busy popping SUV and all of them, you know. So
they was way
SUV, SWV.
They was way before SUV, SWV.
Yeah, see, I got you going now.
But no, they were The Girls. There was a group on Uptown Records. I think they were produced by Albie Shore. It was a trio. They had a song called It's Over. You know, it was like groups that were obscure, but, you know. You don't remember them?
Heck no. So they must not have been that hot.
It had a couple of hot songs on there.
Okay, well, name a hot song.
It's Over. I can't sing it for you.
Okay, well, okay.
It's over.
Oh, please don't let them sing. Don't sing.
What about Michelle A? Is Michelle A considered underrated? She only had like 1 or 2 hits, though.
You know, some of these people were like 1-2 hit wonders, and I think she was one of them. But I think she could sing. I do. I wish she would have.
The baby squeaky voice like that.
Yes, but I wish she would have, you know, expanded a little bit more and did some duets with more people and got out there more, opposed to her just doing her little voice. You know?
Well, she was on Ruthless Records.
She was.
Her debut was in 1990. Mm-hmm. Ruthless Records, Eazy-E, produced by Dr. Dre. You know, I'm a hip hop historian. Yes. I always give you the backstory on everything.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's switch it up. Let's go to the male side, the male R&B, underrated.
No.
Not most hated.
Underrated. No. I want to even skip that segment. You can tell me about underrated.
Okay,
I want to go to the light skinned ones. Remember the light skinned ones.
Okay. All right. We could get to that, but as male underrated, what about Alexander O'Neal? Was he considered underrated?
No.
He wasn't?
No. Alexander O'Neal was popping amongst the women. Women loved Alexander O'Neal, but he got caught up in some things. And
yeah, we used to crack on him because
with them dark eyes.
We used to watch his video, and we used to say, "Man, he looked like he tweaking or something because his eyes would be."
I know, and it's just like he smoked
8
3 blunts, you know, before.
He smoked more than a blunt.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, he just. I don't know.
But I like this song, "Criticized." That was one of my favorite ones. Of course, the duets with Sherelle.
Yes. Oh,
Saturday
wow.
Love.
Oh,
that's another one.
That's a classic. That's what I'm talking about. See, back then we had a lot of duets, and I mean, because you go back to Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell,
right?
You know, duets.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah, I mean, duets did it. Duets just brought people in. And brought them together.
I'm trying to think who did a good duet lately. Yeah, Chris Brown and her, they did a good duet lately.
Yes, they did. Has Drake done any duets with anybody? A female? He need to. Maybe that's holding him back.
Rihanna? I think he did a song with Rihanna, but it was sort of, I think it was more of a rap thing.
See, I'm talking about
straight singing.
Yeah.
He did have a song called "Fireworks" with Alicia Keys. That was on his first album.
Okay. Okay.
But okay, this is the one you want to get to, the moment we've been waiting for. When light skin was in, I say we still in. We ain't go nowhere. We made a comeback. You know what I'm saying? The light skin brothers, we all right. Well, I'm talking about back in the days when light skin was in the 80s. The females was going crazy.
Okay.
Over the good hair. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what was the poppin' light skinned artist back in the day?
Albie Shore. Albie Shore was number one. And
night and day.
Yes.
Uptown Records.
Yes. And Genuine. I love Genuine. And then, of course, you know, the DeBarges when they weren't in trouble. Okay.
Which DeBarge, though? Because I go back to Switch.
Oh my
with
God.
Bobby DeBarge.
Oh.
I Call Your Name, still one of my favorite songs. It.
That's when they had the falsettos was in, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, Switch was, oh my God. Yeah, that whole group was fun.
The whole family was talented.
They were. They
was from Detroit. Mm. Were they from Detroit?
I'm not sure. I just knew all of them were fine.
I always thought they were Puerto Rican. They were Puerto Rican.
They were. We got to Google it and find out.
I think they were just.
I don't know. I just know that they had some nice voices, and back then they would call those panty droppers.
Okay, you heard it.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
you know? Oh, and now I guess Drake has that somewhat of an effect on women too.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm talking about back then. You
okay,
know, when,
I'm just saying in comparison, you know. But
when Pretty Ricky was out in, you know, hitting the streets, you know, spinning the block.
But those were my favorites. Those were my favorites. So.
What about Chris? Wow, can't remember his name. He was in New Jack City.
Now I know you're not talking to me about New Jack City.
The only black woman.
Shut up! Be quiet.
New Jack City.
Look, at the time I was living in Germany when that movie came out. So by the time I came back, it had kind of played out, and then it was like super drug related. So I really wasn't feeling it, you know. But I did.
Christopher Williams.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, he's cool.
Don't worry.
Oh, he's singing.
Dreaming.
Oh my God.
That?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, now he didn't last very long, did he?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
You know. So I mean, what about Prince? And you know, let's touch on the androgynous era with the Prince.
You don't have me take my jacket off. You're talking about Prince. Well,
Ready for the World, Prince.
Ready for the World, Prince.
The Time, Morris Day.
Okay, you know Morris Day. He was cool. He was just
Jerome.
Yeah, you know. But Prince is my all-time favorite entertainer. All-time favorite.
Rest in peace, Purple One.
Yes, I always loved Prince. It was a article not too long ago, and they were talking about men in these different outfits. And of course, you know, Prince is going to come up on that list wearing a very unique outfit. And it was like a blue jumpsuit. You know, not that one.
Okay.
But it was like a blue jumpsuit or something. And it had like some cutouts or something on it, which usually men don't do those. But you never seen Prince without a fine woman. He always had a... So
he had the baddies. He had the baddies.
Yes. So you couldn't not judge, but you couldn't challenge or you know,
dispute
look at him
his
as
manhood.
That's
really.
right. Because he always had beautiful women. Always.
Well, let me ask you, the 80s with the androgynous era, it's like with the guys with a mascara and... I mean, what was up with that? With the baby hair? I mean,
that's what
was
was
women attracted to that? Was that
Okay. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I mean,
I dated
the
a
ruffled
Prince.
shirts.
I dated a Prince lookalike. I dated a Prince lookalike.
Exclusive.
Okay, and we met at Vales. I don't know if you know about Vales. I'm not talking about Vales on a square. I'm talking about the original Vales. What was that? Like 105 or something like that?
Vales on the circle?
Yeah.
I know that.
And he was a Prince lookalike. And
a Prince lookalike.
he did his ruffle shirt. He did his
What
thing.
about the hair?
He did. His hair was on point. You know?
He had
and
a perm?
I never touched his hair, but I think he did. Yeah. You know what it was? It was more like those ocean wave type things. He had that going on.
Yeah, the ocean wave.
And I was like, ooh, he's gonna get it.
and that was in back then, you know, with blurring the line of masculinity and femininity, you know, that was doing it back then.
I mean, but when you think of the rock, hard rock, or just rock,
yeah, the rockers,
they always
always
had the long hair. They always had the eyeliner on. So you know, why can't we do it?
Yeah, and Prince did it. He was definitely a trailblazer.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take my jacket off.
Yeah, he was definitely a trailblazer, and he
that's right.
On everything, even with the internet stuff. He was like the first one to take his music, put it on the internet, sell it.
And didn't mind being naked. I mean, not naked, truly naked, but he didn't have a problem
exhibitionist.
Yes, he was. And you know, he did have heels, and that's why he had such.
He was shorter than you.
I don't know about all that. I think I could, because I'm only 5 feet tall, so I think
around 5. What?
He was probably
5'1".
I don't know. You gonna have me Google it. I don't know, but I just know that
he wore the boots with the heels.
They wasn't that high. He didn't wear no stilettos.
Oh, what about the king, Michael Jackson, MJ, the GOAT?
Well, you know, Michael Jackson. He was always a beast. Always.
Brown skinned Michael. He wasn't light skinned back then.
Well, I remember Michael Jackson. I had family in South Bend, Indiana, and so I used to go to Indiana.
Okay.
And so they pointed out, but we would drive around, and they showed me the actual house, and I'm just hoping, you know, when I was younger that they would come out or something, but.
I think they had left Indiana.
But I think Joe had them on the road, you know.
Yeah, I think they was on the West Coast.
But I still just wanted to see their home. You know, I just needed to see it.
No, that's dope.
You know, but it was cool. But yeah, you know, Michael's always been a beast, always. You know, so you can never take anything away from him. He and
Thriller or Off the Wall? Which one?
Well, brown skin Michael was Off the Wall.
Right.
Thriller.
He was still brown skinned on Thriller, right? He was lightening up a little bit.
No, he was lighter.
He went a shade, but he was still caramel. But I'm saying, which album did you like better, Off the Wall or Thriller? Because actually, critics prefer Off the Wall over Thriller.
Really?
I mean, Rolling Stone, if you're getting into that.
Off the Wall was nice. That's when he had that, it was like a black suit, like a black tux.
It's more disco-y, because I guess that was
but I kind of like Thriller. But that's just me. And I think because the video was just so off the chart.
Took it to the next level.
Yeah, it was nothing you ever seen before. And the way they did everything in sequence, you were like, damn, this dude is bad.
Yeah.
So
I remember when Billie Jean came out.
Yeah.
Man, we stayed up. We didn't have MTV back then. We had to stay up. I think it was called Friday Night Videos. Stay up and watch the premiere till like about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, waiting for that to come on.
Waiting for the video to drop.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Times have changed.
Well, before we get out of here, let's just What about the new crop of R&B? We still have some new crop of R&B like Division. If you want to put Chris Brown in there, her.
I love her. I love her.
Miguel.
I love him.
So we still got Bruno Mars. Is he R&B?
Oh Lord, I love Bruno Mars.
More on the pop side, but I don't know. I guess he considered R&B too.
I like him. I really like him.
Kalani.
Yes.
Who else? There's a lot of different guys. Frank Ocean. If you're into that.
Yeah, you gotta be into that. My bad.
Black. So it's a lot of different artists out. Summer Walker, SZA. You know,
Summer Walker is good.
We got a new crop of artists out.
Yeah.
So, you know, are you feeling any of those artists? You know, do some of them remind you of a little old school similarities? I know Chris Brown reminds people of Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah, because it's his dancing ability, not the singing, but the dancing ability. But he can hold a note. He can sing. You know, I'm still stuck on Leela James. If you don't know or you haven't heard
I gotta check
any,
I'm familiar with her, but not familiar.
She's underrated to me. Leela James is bad. She the one made this complicated.
Okay.
And she does a lot of, she can do a lot of Etta James songs. So you got to have a voice to do Etta James. And she can throw down. Okay. She a bad girl.
And I know you like that song Pressure by
Lennox. Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox. All right. Well.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing some of your time, some of your memories. It's been fun.
Yeah.
So I would like for some of you guys out there to like, share, subscribe. Maybe do a little research, listen to some of the artists we gave you, and maybe you can build some memories of your own. So this is the Blowdown. Thank you, Miss D. Marlon. Peace.